team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollock with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Tar Heels will kick it off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Clemson's offense will go on the attack first. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they faced this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. The offense changing the play. To the air. It's Klubnik. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. This has been a staple of the offense at Clemson. Get those big receivers, let them make plays downfield, and it's been very effective over the years.
Yeah, and good quarterback play obviously helps, but when you got good matchups on the outside, it kind of makes the defense very predictable. Like, I got to give help. Okay, it helps my running game. You don't give help. Okay, I'm throwing it to my freak out wide. So I think these guys on the outside with all that speed definitely are a problem for defenses.
Makes the grab. It's Brown.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll toss it to the left. Got a little space. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29. I think it's fair to say Dabo Swinney was slow to adopt the transfer portal, yet his teams continued to win, and last year a late-season push gave them the ACC crown.
Yeah, late-season push, but here's the thing. They've got the ingredients to look like the Clemson late of old.
There he goes. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. And into the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Clemson!
The coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did, and they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Taylor. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So North Carolina's offense has the ball for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see. And you can tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
Pressure coming. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Throw pass to pass. And the Tar Heels line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Making side adjustments here. Going right to work up top. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. The give to the left. Noses his way forward. Maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that...
Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Clemson. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Under fire. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
That's That's a big-time play on the D-line right there. And listen, you know, they've had a lot of NFL guys in recent years up front. William the Fridge Perry, old-school Clemson great on the D-line. He'd be proud of watching that performance on that last play. This guy right here, man, sometimes he just looks like a throwback.
The Tar Heels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Lopez wants to fire. Tripped up for the tackle. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Tar Heels decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Bottled him up. Not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They've got a first down here to open the period. He might want another play. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Makes the catch. It's Williams. At the 35, he's loose. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. For a quarterback as highly touted as Cade Klubnik was, I think he would even tell you he started slowly, but man, the progression, the improvement has been exponential, Jesse.
It has, Reese, and he's played big in big games as of late. You think back to last year's ACC champ.
Turning it on! They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. They've moved it to the 19, first and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. Quick release by the QB. Got some room into the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Cincinnati has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Nippert Stadium. They're up by 4 over Iowa State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Fires to the big fella. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on first and 10. Lopez to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Hall. Oh, he's got some space. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Ship. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. He's got his man.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Going to swing it on second down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Palmer, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
Guys, they're really starting to find a rhythm in conference play now. They'll try to keep it going through the rest of this ACC slate.
I think it's really important because they're building confidence early in the season. There were a lot of expectations on this team to play well, and they've been doing that. Obviously, David, they've got bigger challenges ahead.
Yeah, in the conference play, obviously you want to see that continue to grow. The confidence, the familiarity with each other within, obviously, is a lot of time that's a big deal. The rivalries that come with it. So, great start, a lot of positive momentum built for this squad.
The Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. Breaks into the open. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Buys a little time with his feet. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Here comes the heat. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Clemson will send the punt team out. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to go up top. Caught behind the line. It's Gauze. There he goes. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Lopez wants to fire. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Zings it complete to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Tar Heels will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll run play action. He fires to the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Death Valley. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above Howard's Rock.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. He'll bring it out. It's Taylor. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be 1 drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it, because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Lopez to pass. Looking for a big play. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Tar Heels will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Here's the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Quarterback may change this route. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time on target.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Finds his man. It's Randall. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. The hand to the running back. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Williams. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Direct snap, it's Williams. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Taylor. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
And the Tar Heels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Grab behind the line. It's Culliver. And they pick up just a few on that completion. When you've already set your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Lopez wants to fire. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good. And you can't even protect your quarterback on third down. Like, everything going the other direction.
The Tar Heels will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Williams. Plows through the defense. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
Pulls it in. It's Williams. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires on the move. Makes a grab past the marker. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. To throw, it's Klubnik. Starting to feel a little pressure. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Gonna look downfield again. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
He breaks a tackle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Grabbed behind the line. It's Gauze. Turning it on. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Lopez to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. Got room at the 35. Touchdown, UNC! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
I know as a coaching staff, you're always trying to find positives that you can build on, and it's nice to see your team continues to fight. It has been a slog up to this point. No points until finally breaking through here in the fourth quarter. And they're going to go back and watch the film, and they're going to see what worked on this drive and maybe try to build on that the next time out.
If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but that's why they're called the hands team. Great job recovering that ball.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positive, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Touchdown, Tigers! And the route is on. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Cincinnati is on top. They've played awfully well today, and though that's not Desmond Ridder out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 10 over Iowa State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Men?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the Tar Heels headed quickly to the line. Lopez wants to fire. Punts it out of the air. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in.
He lofted high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
The snap sets up to throw. Makes the catch. It's Brown. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. They'll move the tight end. Got his man. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
The AT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2.
Number 89 set to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Lopez to pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. That's reeled in. It's Goss. At midfield, he's got room. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left. The Tar Heels with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. They go to the wide receiver screen. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players, more physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation